Nice to see you all again. This time I'm showing you the two play decks that I've built with my son. This one is ready. This is the deck that he usually plays with, and this one is done with the proxy cards, so it's not tournament legal, so to say. It's something that I've tried the set. Could it be like that? If you play Pokemon TCG, let me know what you think about these decks. Yeah, let's dive into these. So first one here is my son's deck. So it's the you can guess from the backs of the sleeves that this is the Charizard deck. Let's see in what kind of order this, by the way, is. I have not fixed the order of this deck. Should have done that before. But yeah, this is the main hitter in this deck. So Charizard EX. There's 3 of these. We do have one Charmeleon here, but mostly we will be trying to play this with the rare candies so we can evolve this Charizard straight from Charmander. So let's see the cards we have here. So Charmeleon there, and let's go the items later stage borders. So Bibarrel or Bibarrel, however you say it, that's one of those Pokemons. This is here because of the ability, and this ability lets you draw cards until you have 5 cards once during your turn. So when you have this on the bench, it helps you to build your other Pokemons. Then we have Manaphy. It's good against 4 hits like the Dragapult EX does. So it prevents all damage done to your benched Pokemons by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So it helps to protect your bench. Good to have there. Items, supporter. One random Lumineon here. It's to help you to find supporter cards when you play this from your hand. It's another Charizard. First Charmander there. Few energies. Item, supporter item. So item. Cleffa, one random Cleffa. It is for this grasping draw hit that doesn't require any energies. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand, so good to have at the start. Rotom, also here to help you build your playfield or attackers. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So good at the early stages of a game, but nothing to do later on. These cards were the last ones to arrive and the most expensive in this deck. So Pidgeot EX has the Quick Search ability. Helps you to find again those cards that you need to build your playfield. There's 2 of these, but you only need 1 at a time on your bench, because you can use only 1 Quick Search per each turn. And it is evolved from straight from Pidgey with the rare candies. There's one stadium here, the Collapse Stadium. limit the amount of benched Pokemons. There's another Charizard, another Charmander, energies, third Charmander, Ultra Ball, and the fourth Charmander. Let's take those supporters here. Items. There's the other Pidgeot EX. Bidoof goes with this guy. And then there's one Radiant Charizard. This is like your Hail Marys at the end of near the end of the game. So if you are on the losing side, this Combustion Blast comes cheaper. These Pokemon's attacks costs one colorless energy less for each prize card your opponent has taken. So it's good to have at the end. There's another Pidgey. There's not much tools here. I guess this is the only one. Again, if your opponent is winning, when you add this to your Pokemon, it does 30 more damage. So, those are the Pokemons. Then the items here. Lots of items to use for searching. There is, I guess, 4 Buddy Boffins. Let's see, 3 at least. No, there's 4. Helps you to build your playfield. Then there's nest balls to search for basic Pokemons without any cost of like throwing away or discarding other cards. Then there's Ultra Balls. You can search for any Pokemon, but you have to discard 2 cards. So there's 4 of those as well. That's the maximum amount of the same card. Palbad, you can get supporter cards from your discard pile back to the deck. There's one of those. Then there's those rare candies that I mentioned. These are used to evolve basic Pokemons to stage 2 Pokemons without the stage 1 Pokemon at all. So these are here because of 3 Charmanders can be evolved to Charizard EXs with these, and also you might need it. You do need it for evolving a Pidgey to a Pidgeot. But 4 is the maximum. 5 you would need to build all of these, but there's 1 extra Charizard just in case, so you can pull it easier from your deck. So counter catchers. Again, if you're losing, you can switch the opponent's active Pokemon, 1 enhanced hammer to remove special energy from your opponent's Pokemon, and 2 super rods. I think there should be more, but these help you to get energy and Pokemons out of your discard pile if those have ended there for a reason or another. But it's important to have these because this deck does not have too many energies. Actually, some guides that I looked at when building this deck for my son suggested that you should only have like 6 energies in it, but my son was really upset when I said that he should be playing only with 6 energies, and he didn't feel like it would be okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energies, and he is still requesting for more. And then the supporters. So I guess many of you players might have guessed already. Lots of Arvens there. These help you to search for item cards and tools. Well, there's only that 1 tool, but searching items is very valuable. 1 Turo to change your Pokemon to get your Pokemon from the field back to your hand. There's 2 bosses orders to switch your opponent's Pokemon, and then 3 Ionos to level up the playfield if your opponent has like lots of cards in their hand. So that's it. What do you think about this deck? Drop a comment down below and let me know. I think it's pretty good. It could be better, but since it's mostly my son who plays with this, it needs to be slightly simplified from the more advanced versions of this deck. We've been training with this, and it turns out to be pretty good. Of course, there's always the chance that you pull bad cards, but hey, that's the game. It's like that. Okay. Then this next deck that I've been building for myself. Now, a slight note here, important one. This is not a tournament legal deck which I'm going to show you, because there's proxies. So there's proxy cards are like cards that are not real. I've printed these cards, some of these cards, and drawn proxy on it. Those are in a way fake cards, but in a way those are not fake cards, because I'm not saying that these are the real ones, and I've even written proxy on it. It's a way of trying to build a deck that suits your playstyle and see which cards work with others. So here we go. So this is not in order, so please bear with me. I think I mentioned it earlier already. It's not. It is a Dragapult EX deck. So this is the main attacker here, and as you can see, it says proxy here. And this is actually I think it's grass energy, leaf energy, green energy anyways, and I've just put it there so it doesn't feel like anything else than a regular card. But this is the main attacker. I need to buy 3 of these since I haven't got any yet. This is the main attacker, and it's good because it does 200 damage to the active Pokemon, and then 6 damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon in any way you like. So that's good hit. Rotom V, same as in the earlier deck. This is here for the early stages of a game, so you can draw 3 cards. Draglow, of course, to another proxy card, by the way, to evolve Dragapult, which is stage 2. And this deck does. I did add. Well, let's see how many rare candies I did add, but there are not that many, because this is not relying on rare candies. This is relying on evolving as those go. And one good thing for that is that this Draglow is actually quite good as well. It has decent hit, 70 hit, and once during your turn you may look at the top 2 cards of the deck, put one of them into your hand, and put the other card on the bottom of the deck. So building your playfield again. Earthen Vessel, proxy card until now. I got a few of these, but those are in different decks, so need more or need to change those from another decks. By the way, how do you guys do your decks? Do you keep the all of the cards in that one deck that you're using, or do you like shuffle them around different decks? At least it's much cheaper that way. You don't have to own like a gazillion of those same cards. So this is the other line of Pokemons here, and this Rotom, of course, it's just some card to use, but Natu, not used for hitting, but I will show you soon when we get to the other part of it. It's another Natu items. Third Drugloak. 2 item. There's Treepy, the basic Pokemon for which evolves into Drugloak, which evolves to Dragapult. So Xatu evolves from Natu. It's here for the ability. So once during your turn, you may attach a basic psychic energy card from your hand to one of your benched Pokemon. If you do attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, draw 2 cards. Not used for this expensive hit, but used for getting more cards to your hand. 4 Dragloak, another Treepy, Tatsukiri. This is also used in the early stages. You can look top 6 cards of your deck, take a supporter card into your hand, and shuffle the others back in. So there's a Dragapult, another Treepy item, special energy. Third, so there's 3 Dragapult EXs, 4 Treepies, 4 Draglokes, and 3 Dragapult EXs. And then one single Radiant Alakazam. This is for moving the damage counters. So you can, on your once during your turn, you may move up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of their Pokemon. So this is moving around those damage counters. One single stadium. This is to disable the special effects of special energies. And here's another Xatu. So here are the Pokemons. Hitter, Builder, Damage Mover, and Builder. What do you think? And if we go through the items, so there is counter catchers. I think there's 2. Yep, 2 counter catchers to switch your opponent's Pokemon. 1 escape rope to switch both of your active Pokemons. Then there's 1 capturing aroma, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 1. So you flip a coin or roll a dice, and if you get heads, you can search for evolution Pokemon. If you get tails, you can search for a basic Pokemon. Switch card, again, to switch your active. I like to use switch cards because these do heal 30 damage at the same time, so it's a good extra there. There's only 1 of these. It is still marked with the F, so you can still use these, but these might be illegal soon. So Ultra Balls, of course, for searching for those Pokemons that you need. You need to discard 2 other cards, so not too good if you have a lot of these at the early stages. But with 3 of these, you can search for any Pokemon. Super Rod, there's only one. I think I would need another one here as well, but can't really say which one to ditch then. So there's one Super Rod. Buddy Boffins here. There's 3 of those. I'm using proxy cards here. I don't have enough Buddy Boffins. I have like maybe 12 or 13 Buddy Boffins, but not enough for all the decks that we have, since everybody is using a lot of Buddy Boffins at the moment. But these are proxies. Good for training, not for playing the actual game with others. So Earthen Vessels, when you discard 1 card from your hand, you can search your deck for up to 2 basic energies. So these are for getting those fire and psychic energies. And then some lonely cards, so Nest Ball for your search for those basic Pokemon cards. Enhance Hammer to take off opponent's special energy. 1 rare candy to, for example, evolve a Dreepy into Dragabolt without Draglock. Prime Catcher. I haven't much used these. People are using quite a lot of these in their decks, but I do have one Prime Catcher, but since it still has some value, I'm using a proxy at the moment. I do have one if I want to use it, but not sure. Let me know if I should keep this in the actual deck when it's finally done. And then I have 1 rare candy. Did I have 2 rare candies, or did I just... No, maybe I just explained why this is here before I came to it. Supporters, not that many. 2-row to change your Pokemon. Arven, of course, to get Pokemon tools and items. This deck has more than 1 tool. I'll go through those soon. This was suggested here as well. So Mela and Roseanne's backup was suggested to be included in the deck. This one is good, yeah. So you can add that basic fire energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemons, and if you do that, you can draw 6 cards. You can draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. But your opponent needs to have knocked out one of your Pokemons earlier on. So with Roseanne, you can shuffle a Pokemon or shuffle a tool or a stadium or energy card from your discard pile into your deck. So at later stages, if you have lots of energy, for example, in your discard pile, that card could be one of those that gets removed. Ball Guy to look for those item cards that has ball in their name. Jack to look for 2 evolution Pokemons. I might actually need more of these here. And then there's 1 Kieran. You can switch your active Pokemon with it. And then, or you can choose to make more damage in the next turn. So energies, 1, 2, 3 fire energies, because there's 3 Dragabolts. You need 1 for each Phantom Dive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 psychic energies. There's like 3 for these, of course, and then like 2 extras. For example, if you need to use the Mind Ruler on Alakazam. And 1 luminous energy that acts as any energy. If, for example, this stadium is not used. And then the Pokemon tools. So this is pretty basic, simple. The retreat cost of a Pokemon is 1 color less, energy less. So it makes the switches easier. Also, if the HP of a Pokemon is 30 or less, there's no retreat cost. But these I find quite good. At least this one, the technical machine evolution. So when you use this, you need 1 energy. Oops, someone did hit the camera. But you can choose up to 2 of your bench Pokemons, and for each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon. So I think this is good. And this is the other way around, devolution, but this is to devolve your opponent's Pokemons. But for example, I did find this one pretty, well, not bad, but a bit iffy. For example, when I played against the Charizard deck, devolving the Charizard makes it easy for the opponent to get more energy into the playfield. So maybe not the best one. But yeah, I do like this deck. We'll need to have this like around 10 or 12 cards that I need to get to make this tournament legal. I might do it, or maybe I'll destroy some other decks that I have, but let's see. This is totally different for the Turbo Iron Hands, for example, where you are trying to get quick wins, but this is actually something that you need to build for a while. One thing that this is not good against is that those high level, high HP Pokemon, since the Phantom Dive only does that 200 damage per hit. So it is good, but if the game happens to go if the game is really long, the opponent has built, for example, 2 Greninja EXs or 2 or 3 Charizard EXs on the playfield, then it will be hard to beat those. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Charizard EX, Pidgeot EX, nice. I think many have played this kind of decks. And then this tryout with Dragapult EX. What do you think? Let me know. Leave comments down below about these decks, and let me know your decks as well. And yeah, remember to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Yeah, we will see you in the next video, or maybe we will see each other in some tournaments. I am actually thinking of going to regionals in Poland later this year. Yeah, if I manage to find time for that, I will be going there. But anyways, it was nice showing you few decks. Yeah, maybe next decks we should go through would be the GLC, so the Gym Leader Challenge decks that I have built from all the pools that I've created. Those are nothing special, but I like to keep those simple. And since the GLC standard is quite different, or the GLC format is quite different from the standard version of the game, it makes it possible to build your playing decks with only the pools that you get. You will not be able to get the best decks for the game, but anyways, it will be fun. Okay, like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.